Hi, very good afternoon to all. My name is Bhavna and our subject is BOM, that is Business Organization and Management. This is for the BCom first years in first semester, both general and computer students. Up to now we discuss what is the prospectus, what is the definition of the prospectus, meaning of the prospectus, and for what is the purpose we want to issue the prospectus. In this prospectus, what are the contents are required, what are the contents are in prospectus. Now we are continuing our lecture. The next topic is what are the reports to be included in prospectus. Up to now we discussed what are the information. Now we are discussing what are the reports to be included in prospectus. While issuing the prospectus, some reports are required. Let's see what are the reports. First, reports by auditor of a company with the respect to its profits and losses and assets and liabilities. First report is reports by auditor. The auditor gives a report of a company with the respect of what is the profits and losses, assets and liabilities. About the profits and losses and assets and liabilities, the auditor has issued one type of report, so we have to submit it in prospectus. That is reports by auditor of a company with respect to what is the purpose, to its profits and losses and assets and liabilities. This is the first report. Next, reports relating to the profits and losses for each of immediately preceding 5 financial years, including such profits of its subsidiaries. If our company's second report is profits and losses, that is balance sheet, up to 5 years balance sheet we have to mention. And in our company there is any subsidiaries, you know that what is the holding company, subsidiary company. If any company power is more than 51% in our company, we can say the other company is a subsidiary company. So in our company, if there is any subsidiaries, we have to mention the 5 years balance sheet of the subsidiary companies also. This is our second report. First report is auditor's report, that is profit and loss and assets and liabilities about the auditor. Second report is we have to mention 5 years profits and losses about our balance sheet, means complete balance sheet, 5 years balance sheet we have to mention in prospectus. Next, reporters by auditors upon the assets and liabilities as on the last day of each immediately preceding 5 financial years. It is next again the auditor's report, that is for example today we are issuing, yesterday, up to yesterday we have to present the what is the assets and liabilities, what is the company's position, so we have to mention up to before while we are issuing a shares. For example, today we are issuing, what is the date, 16th Jan. So we are issuing 16th Jan to the public. Up to the 15th Jan we have to mention all the details about our assets. Before 5 years we have to mention in prospectus. Next, reports by the auditors upon profits and losses for each of immediately preceding 5 years. Here we are mentioning what are the liabilities. Here the same thing we have to mention profits and losses up to 15th Jan. What is our profits and losses? We have to mention about 5 years, before 5 years. Next, reports about to business or transaction. What are the if there is any reports according to a business transaction, like we are purchasing or selling any investment or any company, so we have to mention all these reports. To which the proceeds of securities are to be applied directly or indirectly. So we have to purchase any securities or we have to sell any securities directly or indirectly, we have to be mentioned. What you have to be mentioned? Reports about the business. We have to mention reports about the business or transactions. To which the proceeds of the securities. Proceeds means we have to purchase any securities to be applied directly or indirectly. While we are issuing the shares, we have to issue any securities to the public, we have to mention. Such other reports as may be prescribed. If anyone want to mention, we have to submit these type of reports also, we have to submit it. But these 5 is the most important reports for issuing a shares to the public. We have to mention in prospectus. What are these? First, reports by auditor of a company with respect to its profits and losses and assets and liabilities. You have to first mention assets and liabilities, profits and losses about the particular company. The report are given by the auditor. Next, reports relating to the profits and losses for each immediately preceding 5 years, including such reports of its subsidiaries. If the company has any subsidiaries, we have to mention that. If the company does not have subsidiaries, we need not to require. Up to now, we have to mention our profits and losses for each immediately preceding 5 years, including such up to before day, we have to mention 5 years. Next, reports of the auditors. This is our company's reports, but this is our auditor's reports. Reports by the auditor up to the assets and liabilities as on the last day of each of immediately preceding 5 financial years. Means up to the 15th January, we have to mention our profits and assets and liabilities report. Next, reports by the auditors upon profit and losses for each company preceding 5 years. Here the assets and liabilities, you have to mention the profits and losses. Next, reports about the business or transaction. The company has to proceeds of the securities. The proceeds for issue of securities, we have to apply any we have to purchase any securities directly or indirectly, or we have to do for any in the company want to do any business transactions also, we have to mention, and such other reports as may be prescribed. If some other want some other reports, so that also we have to mention in prospectus. These are the reports while issuing a shares to the public, we have to mention in prospectus. Next, declaration to be included in prospectus. Not only the reports, there is also one declaration we have to be included in prospectus. What is the declaration? Let's see here. A declaration shall be, declaration means yes, the prospectus is very good, so we have to ready to issue the public. So there is we want some declarations. A declaration shall be included in the prospectus regarding the compliance of provisions of Companies Act 2013. According to the Companies Act 2013, we want some declaration and a statement that affects nothing in the prospectus. Means the statement is very perfect, there is nothing affected to the prospectus. It is a contrary to the provision of Companies Act. It is a contrary, means it is a everything is good, we have to issue our shares directly to the public. Companies Act 2013. The Securities Contract Act Regulation Act 1950. According to our Securities Contract Regulation Act 1956, Securities and Exchange Board of India, means SEBI, 1992, and rules and regulations made them under. Means based on these acts, we need some declaration. Yes, our issuing prospectus is very good, it is very perfect, it does not harm to the public. So while all based on of all these rules and regulations, we prepared our prospectus, this is very good. So we have to declare that, we have to, before issuing to the public, we have to check it once, then only we have to issue to the public. See here, a declaration shall be included in the prospectus. According to the Companies Act 2013, we have to take declaration according to the below sections. And a statement that affect nothing, there is nothing to affect to the public while issuing the prospectus. Everything we have to mention in a clear way. In the prospectus is a contrary to the provisions of Companies. It is a provision. It is a provision, important provision in the Companies Act. We have to mention the declaration. After the declaration only, we have to issue to the public. The Security Contract Regulation, according to the Security Contract Regulation Act, there are some rules are mentioned while issuing a prospectus. And securities and SEBI, already we mentioned the like a statutory, based on statutory act, we have to issue the prospectus. So that is SEBI 1992, and the rules and regulations made there. And what are the rules and regulations made these under? For the rules and regulations only, we have to issue the prospectus to the public. I hope you understand. Up to now we discussed what are the reports to be included in prospectus, what are the reports we required for issuing a prospectus, and we need some declaration according to the Companies Act 2013, and what are the declaration, and in this declaration what are the rules are mentioned in this Companies Act 2013. Next topic is offer or invitation to public. While we are offering invitation to public, what are required for invitation to the public? We are inviting public for prospectus, and what are required means includes. Let's see here. Offer or invitation to the public includes invitation to any section of the public, whether selected. You have to select any members or debenture holders of a company. So we have to issue invitations to members, debenture holders of a company, like clients of the persons issuing the prospectus. For dealing a business, definitely we have clients. So we have to issue the prospectus to the clients, if any other manner also. Like in which persons are in which type of persons we have to issue our prospectus to the public? Means public include these type of persons. Offer or invitation to the public includes invitation to any section of the public, whether members or debentures holders of the company. In our own company, the members and debenture holders, we can issue our prospectus, and clients of the person issuing the prospectus. If in our company there are some clients, we have to invite our invitation to the public shares, or we have to invite our prospectus in any other manner. But in public also we have to exclude some other members. What are some other members? Offers or invitation to public excludes for these kind of persons who are unable to give invitation. See here, any offer or invitation made to the particular person, that is shares or debentures, are issued to friends and relatives of promoters. For promoters, friends and relatives, we are unable to directly issue for them. Shares or debentures are issued to friends and relatives of the promoter. Promoter, friends and relatives are not come under to the public, so it does not include to the public. Next, any offer or invitation, it is not calculated to result directly or indirectly in the shares or debentures become available for subscription to person other than those receiving the offer or invitation. We are giving offer or invitation other than those who are receiving offer or invitation, we are unable to give to the public. Already we are inviting offer, after that we are unable to give, because the person at that time the person is not ready. After that we are unable to give. I hope you understand. Any offer or invitation, it is not calculated to result. Already we issue the shares and we calculated up to now it is enough. Directly or indirectly in the shares or debentures being available. Up to available now we already issue the shares for subscription. The person other than those receiving the offer. Other than those receiving the offer or invitation, there is no right to issue the shares again to particular persons. First one is relatives of friends and promoters. Other than is up to now we are calculated, we issue offer and we receive applications to the public. Other than that person, we are unable to issue. Means up to now it is completed. Some other persons are interested, they want to purchase our shares, but our subscription is closed. We are unable to issue the shares to the particular persons. These are all the persons excluded. These are all the persons included. I hope you understand. And first, what are the reports included in the prospectus? What are the reports are included in the prospectus? First, auditor's report according the profits and loss and liabilities. Next, company's profits and loss. Next, auditor's report up to 5 years of assets and losses, last date of issuing of shares before the last date, and also auditor's profits and loss before 5 years and last date of about the company statement. Next, any transactions is done for a purchase of security directly or indirectly, we have to mention all these reports in prospectus, and we need some declaration included for prospectus. What are the declaration? Declaration means while we are issuing a prospectus, everything is okay, we are not harmed to the public. So all these things we have to check before while issuing a prospectus. According to the Security Exchange Board of India and Securities Contract Regulation Act, for based on these two acts, we have to need declaration for issuing a prospectus. This is also very important. Next, offer invitation to public. Public includes any member, debenture, or any other person, etc. But public excludes the promoter, relatives or friends, and up to now the subscription is closed. If some other people are very interested for purchase our shares, we are need not to apply for we are need not to give the shares here. However, if an offer or invitation is made to 200 or more persons, it shall amount to an offer or invitation to the public. However, if an offer or invitation is made to 200 or more persons, it shall amount to offer or invitation to public. Means up to now how much we are inviting for public, then only we have to give shares to the public. Other than that, we are unable to invite to the public. So our subscription is closed, we are unable to give shares or we are unable to offer shares to the public. There is a limit. Up to now only we have to issue. Beyond that we are unable to issue. This is the point, meaning an offer or invitation, it is not calculated to the result directly or indirectly if the shares or debentures become available for subscription. The person other than those receiving the offer, first we are giving the offer, some persons are very interested to take this offer. For that offer persons only we have to issue the shares. Other than the persons, we are unable to issue any shares. These are the people excluded. These are the peoples included. These are the peoples excluded. I hope you understand this lecture. Today we discuss what is the prospectus and for what is the purpose for issuing of the prospectus. What are the contents required in the prospectus. Next, what are the reports are mentioned in our prospectus. Next, what are the declaration needed for issuing a prospectus. Next, public, who are the public includes and public excludes the we are inviting prospectus to the public. These are all about the prospectus. Again, there is one lecture, then we can complete our prospectus. I hope you understand this today's lecture. If you have any doubt up to now, please let me know. I definitely clarify your doubts. Thank you guys. Have a nice day. Keep smile and study hard.